Good morning, everybody. Hi, how are you, children? I hope you are doing well by the grace of God. Today, you are going to see a new normal virtual practical classes by our physics, chemistry, biology, and computer science teachers. Students, please utilize.
Welcome to Velaval Metric Higher Secondary School. Today we are going to see physics lab. See? Especially we are going to observe this higher secondary first year experiment. See? The first experiment is spiral spring experiment, and second experiment is a resonance column apparatus, and the third experiment Stokes method, and fourth experiment is simple pendulum experiment. And totally we have 8 experiments. So we are going to do all these 8 experiments in this academic year. Today we are going to discuss about the spring constant of the spiral spring. To determine the spring constant of the given spiral spring using the vertical oscillations, we are going to use this formula. Spring constant K is equal to 4 pi square m2 minus m1 divided by t2 square minus t1 square. The unit of the spring constant K is kilogram per second square, where pi is equal to 3.14. m1 is the first selected load in kg, is a kilogram. m2 is the second selected load in kilogram. T1 is the time period of the load in1 in second. T2 is the time period of the second load in second. We need of this spiral spring first. The spiral spring is suspended over the stand, and then slotted weight is there. Slotted weight. So in this slotted weight, we are going to suspend this number of the slots. Each slot is 50 gram, and I am going to suspend this one in this slot weight. So we need this slotted weight as an excessive apparatus, and then stop plug. You know already about the stop plug. So in this stop plug we have the 2 levers. So in this left hand side of this plug, we have the lever to start and stop. To start and stop the clock. Whereas the right side lever is for resetting it. So you know already about this stop clock, what we already used in the simple pendulum experiment. The same stop clock here also we are going to use. So these are the apparatus required for the observation of these readings in the spiral spring experiment. So now we are going to start one reading, first reading. Right? So I am going to now suspend this load of 150 gram. 3 slots I will have. 3 weights I just loaded. Each one is 50, so I have put 3. So 150 gram is loaded. And our aim is to determine the spring constant of this given spring by means of vertical oscillations. Whereas in the simple pendulum we are finding the horizontal oscillations. Here the vertical oscillation. Because here, when I suspend this load and give the force slightly, the spring will start oscillating vertically up and down. So by means of the vertical oscillation of the spring, we are going to determine the spring constant of this given spiral spring. So let's start the experiment. Now again, our aim is to find this time period of the only 10 oscillations alone. But if you load the value of 150 gram, 200 gram, 250 gram, what is the value? We are going to do for this different trials with the different values. Just load it and give the little amount of force, it will start oscillating. Need not to panic, it will come to the restart. Once loaded means you keep on oscillating. We need only the time for 10 oscillations. Now we make it oscillate. The box start going to oscillate vertically up and down. From the bottom to top, again come back and down. This is one oscillation. So repeat the routine. From the bottom to top, again come back. This is one oscillation. Again from the bottom to top, again come back. Another oscillation. So simultaneously we have to do the both works. Here number of oscillations. By means of the oscillation of vertical, when we oscillate this spring, give the force. So keep on oscillating I need only 10 oscillations alone, right? So I am going to start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now I got the time is 14 seconds. Okay, I got the time is 14 seconds. So for the first trial, I got the time is 14 seconds, and I am going to enter the table column. So I loaded this 150 then. First trial I got 14 seconds. Okay, and second trial also while doing, okay, again the same type of the work salon I have to do. That is, make this bob, then make this start start. Okay. Reset the stop clock. Reset the stop clock. Okay. Once you do the force, take the start oscillate vertically up and down. Okay. Starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I stop. After 10 oscillations, I have to stop this clock. The same lever where I started. Okay. The same lever stop. Okay. Again, see the time. The same 14 seconds I got. Okay. Sometimes I get slightly changed. So 14 seconds, I get 15. Okay. Or sometimes I get 13 also. But luckily I got here 14. So I am going to enter it again. Trial 2 also 14 seconds. Okay. Then meanwhile, again add both trial 1 and 2, divided by 2, and this will get 14 seconds. Then you have to go for the next column, which is time period. Time period is nothing but time taken for 1 oscillation. Here we have taken the time taken for 10 oscillations, 14 seconds means. To find the time period, time for 1 oscillation, you have to two lengths, 14 divided by 10. That is 1.4 seconds we get. Okay. The next, you have to go for finding the T square value. 1.4 square we get 1.56. 1.56. 1.56. We got as 1.4 because the time taken for the 10 oscillations is 14 seconds. That is small t value. Okay. But we need not the time period. It is time for 1 oscillation. That means this t 14 divided by 10 I got value as 1.4 seconds as the time period. Okay. And this 1.4 is this square for the calculation purpose. T square we get it 1.96 seconds square we get it. But you have to show the calculation steps this one. Okay. The calculation area we are going to show the step. How we are getting T square value. It will show. Okay. Because each and every step we are carrying the marks. Okay. And then we are coming to the calculation of the M2 minus M1 by E2 square minus T1 square. You know M1 means first load what you have suspended. Okay. Then second load I am going to suspend as another value. Okay. Then we have to go for finding the same steps. We will go for the next one. Okay. So let's start this another load. Okay. In the beginning I loaded 150 grams. Now I am going to add 50 more grams. Okay. One more slotted rail I am going to add 50 grams. Already we have 150. So plus 50 added means the total weight becomes 200 grams. Okay. So the same process. Take the stop clock. You check it up. If the reset is done means okay, I will do the reset. Now I am ready. Okay. The same is ready for observation of the second trial with the 200 grams. See that load is 200 grams now. Okay. It's loaded. Stop clock also readily available with me. Okay. Now I am going to need oscillate this vertical oscillations. This is the force like this. So I need only 10 oscillations. So I can relax with it. So I need 10 oscillations. From bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now I got the time is 15 seconds. Okay. As per the stop clock, 15 seconds. Okay. So this is the first trial. Okay. Then again stop the work, reset the clock. Okay. Again make it oscillate. Okay. For the second trial, what you have done in the first case, similarly for here also. Okay. Make it oscillate. We need only 10 oscillations alone. Okay. So Again I am going to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So like again I got 15 seconds. Okay. So as I told you earlier, I will get both the time the same value. Sometimes 1 seconds may increase or decrease. Okay. But here I actually got both the times 15 seconds. Now I am going to enter the reading in the table column. Okay. So in the table column, I am going to enter the reading as second trial 200 gram. Okay. Time taken for taking off is 15 seconds first trial. Second trial also 15 seconds. Okay. And mean value also becomes 15 seconds. Okay. And we will calculate here 15 divided by 10 to calculate the time period of the 1 oscillations. We get 1.5 second. Okay. And we make it square. We get the answer is 2.25 seconds square. Okay. And now so the summation of these two readings. Okay. First two set of reading we can say otherwise two trial load. The first trial load we started with 150 gram. I will take it as a M1. Okay. Then I will substitute over here. M1. And second trial I will take the load value is 200 gram. Going to take as a M2. Okay. And corresponding to M1, the time that is applied here is 1.96 as T1. It makes square value, square value this one. And corresponding to the second load, 200 gram, the time is 2.25. Okay. This time is T2 square, going to substitute over here. Okay. And going to the basis. Okay. How to find this K value? Substitution in the given formula. Okay. And similarly, I can go for the third and fourth reading. Third reading I can go for the 250 grams, then 300 grams. I can continue like this, 350 and so on. Right? Correspondingly, I go for finding this trial 1 for the first 10 oscillations, trial 2, mean value, then time period, okay, square of the time period, find this value. Okay. Anyway, for both these first, okay. If I take this one as M1 means 150. 200 is M2. The corresponding time is T1, T2 square. Okay? Right? So, for the purpose of calculations, the last column calculation purpose, from the trial 1 and trial 2, see how I am going to take them. In the trial 1, I am taking 150 load, this as M1. Trial 2, I am taking 200 gram, is taken as M2. Okay? Corresponding to M1, the time square is T1 square. Corresponding to M2, 200 gram, I got the time value T square value is T2 square value. And I have to go for substitution of this M2 minus M1. Is 200 minus 150 divided by T2 square value is 2.25. T1 square value is 1.96. I am going to substitute over here in order to calculate this. Similarly, I have to go for the second and third trial. Second trial value if I take M1 means third trial value 2 to become M2. And for the another calculations, this 2 to become M1, this 300 becomes M2. Okay. And if I take unknown value 350 gram means this 300 will become M1, this will become 350 become M2. And corresponding to the time we take as T1, T2. It's clear? Okay. Calculation. So let's start calculation. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are going to now continue the calculations work. Okay. So as I indicate the table column, okay, for the first calculations, the first load M1 is 150 gram. As for the table column I am doing. Second load M2 is 200 gram. Their corresponding time units is square. T1 square for the M1 is obtained as 1.96. For the corresponding to the second load, the time units T2 square obtained as 2.25. This I have rewritten here. Now our formula is M2 minus M1 by T2 square minus T1 square, and thereby I have substituted M2 value is 200 gram, M1 value is 150, T2 square value of substituted as the 2.25, T1 square value substituted is 1.96, and as the next step 200 minus 150 becomes 50 gram divided by 2.25 minus 1.96 1.96. You can call it and show this one in the steps. Call this in steps. Obtain this 0.29. Okay. And thereby calculation of all these values in totally. Okay. While calculating this 50 by this one will become 172. Okay. This is gram per second square is obtained. Okay. This is nothing but this M2 minus M1 divided by T2 square minus T1 whole square. Okay. The first step. Cross we are going to continue for the rest of the other calculation steps also. Okay. So we have taken the totally 3 trials now. Okay. First trial I started to 150 gram. Second trial with 200 gram. Okay. Third one with 250. And for this I am going to do the calculations now. For the first two I have shown the calculation already. Now see the next one. Okay. If I take the 200 gram as a M1 means 250 gram load is taken as a M2. Corresponding to M1 200 gram, the time is T1 square obtained as 2.5 as well as calculations. Whereas in the second load, M2 has 250 gram means the time period whatever calculated 16 by 10 as 1.6 and the square will get 2.56 as the T2 square value. And then by substitution of this, I'm going to take this 200 gram as a M1, corresponding T1 value is obtained as like this. 15 divided by 10 as 1.5 is a T1 and square of that 1 is 2.25. And if we take this M2 second load as 250 gram means the corresponding time period obtained is 16 by 10 as 1.6 square of that one as 2.56 as T2 square. And then by substitution of this M1 T1 square and the M2 T2 square cos alpha I got the value as 172.6. What I got already in this previous calculation. Okay. Now, by taking these values, these calculations, I am now doing the final calculation of this. Okay. So, in the final calculations, our ultimate aim is you can say like this. Okay. And finally, we are going to calculate the instrument constant K value using the formula K is equal to 4 pi square M2 minus M1 by T2 square minus T1 square. We know 4, pi value is 3.14 means square. The mean value of this M2 minus M1 by T2 square obtained in the table column is 172.5. And thereby substitution and simplification of all these values, we got K is equal to 6,803 gram per second square. It is otherwise written as 6,803 into 10 power minus 3 kilogram per second square. This I am converting this value from the CGS system to SI system. Gram per second square to kilogram per second square multiplied by 10 power minus 3. This value is otherwise. So the K value is obtained here after multiplication of all these values 6,803 in gram per second square. This can be otherwise written in SI unit as 6,803 10 power minus 3 kilogram per second square. Okay, this multiplied by 10 power minus 3. We can say otherwise divided by 1000 this value. And then finally we got spring constant K is equal to 6.803 kilogram per second square. This is the result. This result is to be taken at the end of this experiment. Spring constant value. Okay, thank you.